A nation becomes a formidable powerhouse when it is secured financially, technologically, strength-wise, and most importantly, socially. The clout of a country has no meaning unless its citizens are surrounded with a net of social security and development. Given the size of our nation and vast diversities, achieving social security and continuous development is not an easy task for any regime that is in power. We are slowly inching towards the 75th anniversary of our independence. And today, in this video, we will tell you about a few crucial social developments that India managed to achieve since her independence. These are testimonies to the symbiosis of welfare, principles and equitable development. But before we tell you about it, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our portal. India's fight against diseases. India was grappling with debilitating strains of polio that caused disabilities among children. Just almost 3 decades back, in 1994, the country accounted for a flabbergasting 60% of the cases. It was then that India rolled out the Pulse Polio Immunization Program to combat it. Within 2 decades, the country managed to achieve polio-free certification from WHO, with the last case being reported in 2011. Besides, India has also been administering children with life-saving vaccines under its umbrella program named Mission Indradhanush, in which children are administered around a dozen vaccines at regular intervals. The last month of 2019 was the beginning of a deadly pandemic. To combat COVID-19, India started producing vaccines at a very large scale. Administering vaccines to a population in billions is no small feat. So far, India has administered the largest number of doses at a staggering over 2 billion since the vaccination began. On July 17th of last year, India achieved the milestone of administering a record 25 million COVID shots in a single day to mark the birthday of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Not only this, India also stepped up by sending vaccines to the countries that needed them the most. In keeping with the theme of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, the country and policymakers rose to the occasion. Afghanistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Saudi Arabia and South Africa were among the countries that benefited from India's scheme. India also gifted around 2 lakh vaccines to UN peacekeeping missions around the world. Aadhaar card. Aadhaar is the largest biometric identification program in the world. The 12-digit identification number and biometric verification provided via Aadhaar enrollment help residents access a vast array of services and subsidies with ease. The country's efforts have resulted in almost 99% of the adult population having an Aadhaar. This initiative has also found admirers all across the globe. The former chief economist of the World Bank, Paul Romer, had described Aadhaar as the most sophisticated ID program in the world. Manrega. Manrega was a significant initiative to tackle the unemployment conundrum. Enacted in 2005, Manrega sought to reduce the income disparity in the country. The act provided a legal guarantee for 100 days of employment and wages for unskilled work. All the adults in rural households were eligible for this scheme. 1/3 of the work was reserved for women. This act not only allowed for the upliftment of the marginalized in the remotest of areas, it also worked towards making women independent. This social security scheme was termed by the World Bank as a stellar example of rural development. The UNDP report on Human Development Index also referred to it as one of the best known employment guarantee schemes, providing direct jobs to the rural poor. This important initiative was responsible for bringing real changes on the ground in terms of livelihood and income equity. These were the 3 most important social development initiatives that our country embarked on during the last few decades. And as we celebrate the 75th year of our freedom, it's high time we start appreciating these landmark policy initiatives. We hope you like this new video. Do like, share and subscribe to our portal for more such interesting information. Thank you for watching.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.